This is the original love affair, before Adam and Eve. Love of self from when everything was united and called God in darkness. I am who you naturally are, and you are closer to flawless than you ever knew, cause evolution is the only form of perfection I've ever encountered.
Back, NaturalLocs Radio, and with WMSK in the morning. We have some comments on our first topic, which was what method was used to start your locks? Interlock, cone, twist, two-strand twist, individual plex, latch, hook, or freeform, and are you happy with the results, or do you wish you had tried a different method? Our first comment, I don't know how to pronounce this, YLT Nellis. I don't currently have locks, but I was locked for 7 years and cut them off in 2010. I'll be locking again later this year though. I did everything myself from beginning to end. I started with two-strand twists and maintained by latching with my fingers. I didn't use any other tools.
I'm shaking the table.
I'm shaking the table.
Okay, well, I love my locks stated. I started my traditional locks with two-strand twists. I didn't section and part. I went a little smaller, realizing that locks plump up. Honestly, I do not remember what product I used way back then. I know I didn't use beeswax. Great decision. I do know at the end I was using aloe vera gel and that worked great. My hair loves to be locked, though, so okay, can't read. My hair loves to be locked, though, so I didn't need products to speed it up. I guess you were trying to say therefore. Therefore, I didn't need products to speed it up. Okay.
Richie Roman hairstylist. I started mine 12 years ago with just twisting my tiny fro into hundreds of coils. I wrap them at night to sleep every night. I cleanse my scalp once a week, but will put on a stocking cap before cleansing over the cap to not unravel the baby locks. Once a week, I would also use Sea Breeze on a cotton swab to cleanse the scalp area, followed by moisturizing my scalp. After about 6 months of this, they were locking. Only have used organic root stimulator lock and twist gel on my locks over the years.
Now see, the only thing I can kind of question on here is the hundreds of coils.
Hundreds.
And I'm also looking down and it says after 6 months that they started locking. And it probably took that long to start locking because they were so tiny. Locks need a nice little foundation.
So is there a recommended size that you think people should lock their hair?
I say you should lock your hair with the section no smaller than the average size, like pointer finger.
Okay.
Your pointer finger.
So we're talking
The
about
tip
maybe,
of your pointer finger.
like maybe a half an inch.
Yeah, in like a square diameter. So, you know, and that's like the smallest. There's very few hair textures out there that can withstand to be in tiny locks. Honestly, I'm not happy when I see someone come in and they have a whole bunch of
why
tiny
would they do
locks.
that to themselves?
I have no idea. I mean, it's just basically personal preference.
Some people actually believe the smaller their locks are, they have more versatility. I've heard people say that they're like, oh, well, I can get this style, but if I measure my locks were thicker, I wouldn't be able to get that. So, I mean, I've seen people with thick locks have curls, but of course it has a different look to it than people with smaller locks. So,
The only thing you're doing with skinny locks is giving yourself more of a maintenance time. To me, that's all you're doing.
So
Everything is going to take longer. To maintenance it is going to take longer. To dry it is going to take longer. To style it is going to take longer. And then you have to be careful with what styles you use because, you don't want to put tension on a certain area. You don't want to break them because they're thin. And then as they get longer, it's just like weight, heaviness, so if you want to do skinny locks and you want them to last, I think you should invest in the sister locks because at least that way you know that they are actually purposely bound together, whereas they're not going to come apart, whereas regular traditional comb coil locks or finger twisted locks or something like that. It's just sort of
That's right.
they do that.
They do come apart. My cousin, she made a comment too on here, but
Sister locks do come apart. They
she
break.
could not, like something with oil. Like you can't oil them. You can't oil your hair for a certain amount of time because it just makes it slippery and it'll slip out. And another client of mine, they had locks, a sister locks previously. She has traditional locks now. She has sister locks previously, and said that her scalp stayed so dry and she kept oiling it, and then the girl was like getting upset, like you can't put oil in your hair in the beginning, and she was like, that's what she knew it wasn't for her, because like, I have to oil my scalp, and it's something it does, it stops some kind of process, so the way they do it makes it too slick for them or something. But that's the one thing my cousin would just come in to get her styled, and I think it's something with the washing
I'm not
too.
a fan of them. So Shirley Curley says, I just had my starter locks put in about 2 weeks ago, and my loctician started them with finger coils.
Okay, and I have Stone Cold Tracy Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
I had locks started with 2-strand twists with comb coils and comb coils. I'm happy with both results, but the comb coils were, without a doubt, the struggle. My hair was so soft, so short and so soft that they kept coming loose. Braids stiff. Both methods yield the same results.
So I have a couple of other people that have commented online. Cheryl Hill says, I have had several sets started with comb coils and 2-strand twists. My hair texture needs to twist. Curly girl problem. Michelle Glenn said, it's been so long I do not remember. She asked me if maybe I remembered. And I believe her hair was starting with comb twist. Nia Rose said, I had a mixture, but if I had to do it again, I would do the 2-strand twist. They seem to be small and more formed than some of mine. And T. Hazal says, I think latch hook for sister locks. You know my struggles, unraveling when wet. Yeah, you can't get them wet too. But I love my coily locks, and they are maturing with much less unraveling now.
A lot of people started with these finger coils.
That's pretty much how mine was.
Yeah, I think that, you know, it's just a real easy way to do that.
But it was a
For-
mess.
Yeah, it's definitely not as, I guess, structured of a way to do
Exactly.
it. It's just sort of like somebody just playing around and twirling in your
Because
hair.
that's kind of what they, like guys when they start this back in the day.
Mhm.
That's what they would
Just
do.
twirling it.
That's what they twist their
Yeah,
hair.
it's not intentionally done. So something that's not like,
It was intentionally done to me.
yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you're not putting conviction in with it, like making sure that that hair
I
is
was
gonna
committed
stay.
to the lock, okay? I was committed. But the person
But
who
your
did my
stylist wasn't.
Right. Okay, well, now those are the end of the comments on that. So, yeah. Showing Lily the video. We'll try to post it online of the guy that does the
Instant locks.
Instant
Wow,
locks.
it's so neat too. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And the kid, the woman is just knitting away.
Yeah, she's.
And I think that, you know, even with his method, I think it's awesome, you know.
But it's nice when people
It's not,
discover
it's
things.
not like something I would do. But you can still, I would like to see what they look like after a week or two.
That's true. But you
You
know,
know?
it looks like he's knitting. He's knitting her hair.
It does look
It's
like
crocheting,
his
Yeah, it's a
Knitting,
crochet.
crocheting.
Yeah, it's a crochet.
Because it's a small crochet needle, and he's just going back and
And she's
forth.
got enough
in
hair.
out
and
the
rolling,
lock.
he's twisting
And
the
twisting.
hair and
That's amazing.
moving the needle
That's
in and out
amazing.
quickly, and it's forming a lot. And I mean,
Wow.
it looks really good.
Mhm.
At the end, it just
so
stands off
funny.
really straight.
Yeah,
and
mirror
Right, and then they
each
still
other.
have to do a maintenance on it.
Right.
So
So
Yeah.
they're
I'm
mirroring each other. That's amazing.
I just was wondering, you know, what they would look like after a while. Like, do you have to do maintenance and kind of keep up with that, since that's something that you're just doing? You know, like, do you have locks once you do this method? It looks like,
From what I've heard, you have locks. You walk out of there with locks. They get washed the same way.
Because
Maintenance
he's
the same
technically
way.
matting your hair. That's what
Mhm.
he's doing. He's crocheting your hair and
Mhm.
matting it.
Mhm.
That's amazing.
it's awesome. It's an awesome technique.
So yeah.
I would love to learn it.
Our second topic is there such a thing as age-appropriate hair color? And what color are you rocking in your hair right now? Thoughts?
I'm very inappropriate with my hair color, honey. And I don't even care.
They ain't say inappropriate.
Oh.
Age-appropriate.
Is there such
She done
thing?
told on herself.
Is there such
She's
thing?
inappropriate. I think
Blonde.
that
I think your hair color can go with your personality, not necessarily your age. But there are some foolish things that some older women are doing, trying to, you know, get in the way, trying to, you know, do what some of the younger girls are doing. Younger girls can get away with a lot more color choices, I think. I know a lady that is well up in age, and she's not happy unless she has 3 or 4 inappropriate colors. She's just real festive with her hair. But honestly, it goes with her personality.
But I put it this way.
She's
I
loud.
feel like
You know
if
when
you're an
she's in the room.
artsy person
Exactly. It
and
depends on
and where you are, like certain things that I do. Okay, I worked in healthcare for 8 years, and I like tattoos. You know what I'm saying? But even though like the few that I have on my wrist that can be seen, they're the only ones. Any of my other ones that are bigger, you can't see unless I want you to see them. You know what I'm saying? But like someone with tattoos all the way up here to their neck for collar, like no, you can't expect to go in. You can have the credentials. And you know
But
that
you're going to scare somebody.
you and the person sitting
at
next to
their
you.
bedside.
Right, you and the person sitting next to you that has the same credentials, that person gonna get that job. Because they can't see you coming in there with your suit on and everything, and you trying to be professional, and the people are looking at the huge round hole in your ear, and they're looking at your hair coming down over your face, and it's pink in the front, and purple in the back, and green on the side. You know, it's like you just have to. I think people that do things like that, they're already artsy, and they find positions that allow them to express themselves like that.
Exactly. Self-expression
Like
is
you-
important. However, like you said,
You can't be a
depending on-
teacher and go in there. You can be an art teacher, and maybe for university. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But you can't be the art teacher at the elementary school because they're gonna kind of look at you like, no, you're gonna be distracting the children. The children aren't gonna concentrate on what you're teaching them because you're the art. You know what I'm
And
saying?
then- But see, that goes almost the
Right,
same.
don't let CSI fool you with that girl with the
Right. Yeah. The tattoos
Tattoos
and
and
the piercings and the ponytails.
piercing and the
You know,
ponytail.
and I think that's the struggle we have as natural hair people, that our hair shocks people. You know, so it's kind of like the same thing, but I think that's a little more extreme when you just got tattoos and you got these things going on. And it's like, is it for shock value, or is it because it's not natural? Your hair is natural.
That's what I was going to say.
It is what it
Your
is.
hair grows out of your head.
Naturally
Naturally
curly.
you
But-
pick and choose what
Exactly.
you
And tribal holes you choose, and piercings you choose. You know,
want.
so
If you want to have a naked pirate on your, like on your cheek, you can do that. You know, if that's what you choose, and
How's
somebody's
the nose
willing
ring right here?
to, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just know going in that there are certain, jobs that you particularly may want to go out for that you're not going to get.
It's not necessarily smart. I wouldn't consider it discrimination. Like if a hospital tells you, okay, listen, you can't have the, thing in your nose and the metal pieces sticking all out of your face.
You make the
And the
monitor
giant
go off.
gauges and dermals in your cheeks and stuff like that because of the fact that you're in, it's a public safety thing. Not necessarily, we just don't like that look and you're going to scare people. It's public safety. You're in here and you're exposed to more germs and stuff like that.
It's also
Some get
metal.
caught up on your dermal in your cheek and next thing you know, you got MRSA on your face. Sometimes we can want to do something, but, or we can represent something or express ourselves, freedom of expression, without like altering our bodies to all these extents that people are going.
But don't go nowhere. We'll be back.
All right.
And we're back, NaturalLocs Radio, talking about is there such thing as age-appropriate hair color and what color are you rocking in your hair right now? Okay, so I got burgundy in my hair right now, and I'm so happy because I've been trying to get this color forever. So I'm currently happy. It's not the whole head, it's just my ends, but I'm happy. My little friend right now.
It looks very pretty. And TT from the Bronx is rocking that purple passion.
What am I rocking? I don't know.
She has a little natural brownish
Natural brown.
highlights.
But that's from eons ago. It hasn't changed on the ends of my hair. So I mean, at
That's
this
You don't let
permanent,
it see
'cause
enough
that's
sun
permanent hair
now.
color,
And you don't let
darling.
it see enough sun.
That's
You probably
permanent
be on
hair
your way to a
color.
nice golden blonde on those brown tips.
so you
that
trying to
saw
agree
the
that I
sun.
should be rocking blonde hair at this point in my life?
No, I did not say that.
Oh, no.
But some nice little highlights wouldn't be bad. No, going all blonde, no, Lisa. I don't think that's what it looks like. But, the little natural highlights, not platinum blonde.
Okay, you gonna do that for me? What you trying
Girl,
to
no.
say?
Girl, no.
Shit.